Okay, cool.
I like the setup. It's very natural.
It's a little bit of a nightmare to edit because there's a lot of
You're
there's
getting
a
like
lot of noise.
car noise and airplanes flying
but you know
over.
what?
Right?
We definitely got airplanes.
We're better at least we're not Barstool. You know.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, like Dave Portnoy is just like the corniest fucker on the planet.
I thought that they were all like in the offices and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's probably better that we do like nerd content than it is for us to be Barstool.
Dude, that guy is a ghoul. That's a ghoul of a man.
Yeah. He's definitely a Tanner. That's 100%.
Nah, man. Ghoul in this movie was like straight up just a Christopher Walken impression.
No. I'm talking about Dave Portnoy.
Yeah. No, we said Ghoul, so I just jumped into the movie.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Welcome to Real.
No. You don't know.
That's the one time we've had a successful segue and you're going to deny it.
Yeah.
Typical Eric.
Welcome to Real.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
This week we brought on another friend of the show.
Ooh.
Sammy Salami.
Sammy Salami?
Yeah. We'll talk about that character in a little bit.
Damn it.
But Nick, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm glad to be here. Glad we finally worked out our schedules.
Yep. Bit of a nightmare at times.
You are kind of the resident Batman expert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't trust anything that Jesse has to say about anything. In reality, it's like he tells me things and I'm like, maybe.
I'll step in and I'll correct some stuff. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We'll get
the
the
ghoul
record
shit's
straight.
real. The ghoul shit's real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I should probably explain to you what like Sammy Salami is.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so Sammy Salami is like this really gross character that I've basically given myself schizophrenia to come up with in my brain.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go jump the gun and say this guy's gonna be like me.
Maybe. It can be. Like if you choose to really steer into this, it can be you, right? So
because I'm kind of feeling it. I kind of like the name.
Yeah.
I don't know about the pronunciation. Salami. If I'm saying salami, I might look like a fool.
Yeah, no shit, right? But like the problem is like it doesn't work if you pronounce it correctly.
Sammy Salami.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great, you know. But it's this really gross, like rotund gentleman that like really likes showing his dick to people, but not in the normal way. Not in the way that like he
illegally, not flashing.
No, like he's not flashing people. He like is permanently sweaty and is just showing his dick outline to everybody through like gray sweatpants.
Oh,
he's basically using his sweat like a marker.
Yeah.
Well, why not just wear another pair of pants?
No, it's because
he gets off.
Yeah, he doesn't get off. He just wants to show everybody how impressive his salami is. Yeah. Sammy Salami, the salami slammer, you know. That guy.
You know, I got some experience with salami, as it's known.
Yeah. And like you would be the superhero in this sense, right? Like this is a really fucked up world.
So we're saying Sammy Salami is the hero, and not someone that belongs in Arkham Asylum.
Not the villain.
You're sure?
His arch rival is Gabagool Giancarlo. All right, no, we can move on to the movie. I'm done. All right.
I like that.
Okay, what movie did we watch?
We watched Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. That's the one.
Was so to kind of kick things off, I hate animated things. I think both of you guys know this.
Yes.
Right? I think you both understand this.
Mm-hmm.
But Batman Beyond is like one of the only animated series, like Western animated series, that I remember really enjoying as a kid.
And I'd say, like, even now, the art style and everything holds up.
It's pretty dope. There were a lot of really funny things about the animation style, which we'll get into in a little bit. But shout outs to the homie Ron Stoppable. Like, how you doing,
yeah,
bro?
Dude.
You
for
out
real.
Here. The guy that plays Terry McGinnis is the voice actor for Ron Stoppable.
Gotcha.
Yeah, also known as Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World. What's up?
He's in like a pretty. He's got a pretty big career.
He's a whole ass. He was a senator in Girl Meets World.
Huh.
Yeah.
Look at him.
The Will Friedle lore runs deep in this podcast.
He's fantastic
The Who?
in this.
Will Friedle. He is the voice actor for Terry McGinnis.
This movie, this whole series that he did beforehand as well, like
Yeah.
really great A stuff.
So I don't actually remember much of the actual series, if I'm being completely
Same.
honest.
I remember
boy.
there was like a nerd dude who like fell in
Yeah.
love with a robot.
Gollum, yeah,
Yeah.
good episode.
Yeah. And then there was like acid green skull guy. Totally not the
Yeah.
red skull. That
Yeah.
like was the one that
Yeah,
sort of
legally-
killed his dad.
Yeah, legally safe nuclear man.
Yeah.
He is. He's like a big walking green skeleton. It's kind of hilarious. That's like his main villain, you know.
Yeah.
Because
for
Batman's
real.
got like the coolest villain in the movie, like or in any movie ever, and that's why they're bringing him back for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Batman Beyond over here, he's got his arch nemesis is a growing green skull man.
But we got the Jokers, and what is Batman Beyond without,
Dude,
I love these
fucking like
idiots.
Bongo or whatever. Bonk. Sorry.
Bonk.
I'm gonna ride for my man Bonk, man. My guy, that's one of my all-time favorite characters in this whole movie.
That was it. So that is how the movie opened, right? Like,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was just them fighting, and it was this dude that was basically just like white face boot gang, like going full crazy on Gotham for no reason.
Dude.
Yeah, he looks like a white like.
Yeah, and then
Shrek,
like,
man.
and then, yeah, and then fucking like a white girl mob was like also just kicking the shit out of like Krayshawn and I don't
The
what-
Dee twins.
Yeah, Dee
yeah. What was the other what was
the hyena dude. Woof.
Yeah, that's just woof.
It was just Woof.
It was just Woof.
Okay, holy shit.
And that-
The naming conventions.
Isn't that what's his face?
Damn, Lil Bow Wow really became a whole ass fucking Gotham villain, huh? That's crazy. The rap game was
that's
not
Optimus
strong.
Prime, right?
Is it?
It's
no shot.
Frank Welker. Isn't he Optimus
You know,
Prime, or am I wrong?
he is known for them animal noises, so I would not be
It's-
super surprised.
Because that's who it is. And then the Bonk, that's the lead singer of Black Flag.
No
You know
shot.
who Black Flag is, yeah.
God damn.
He's in a ton of stuff. He's in like Sons of Anarchy. He's in a bunch of
Dude,
movies
okay.
and TV shows.
Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah.
best dumb guy show.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
on the planet.
Well, it
Because
depends on
it's-
how you feel about dumb guys stuff.
No. So the thing is, it's just like, it's okay. So Jesse, do you know what dumb guy stuff is?
No.
It's like shows that make dumb people think they're really smart. And like, Sons of Anarchy is the one show that was on like all FX shows are dumb guy shows, but Sons of Anarchy specifically is just like
Peak.
a group of like motorcycle gangsters
Hot
like
biker guys.
doing just doing a bunch of crimes that nets them like $10,000. Like that is the
They're the
entirety of
Jokers.
the fucking show.
Yeah, their whole
No.
thing is we got to keep this bar running.
Yeah. Like that was it. It's just like, this is our home. It's like the bar was basically their version of Vin Diesel's word family.
That,
Like,
yeah, that was family big time. Big time. Yep.
My dad just got really into it. For some reason.
your dad got like wrapped up in the hot couch dumb guy situation of the Healy household. It's
Yep.
really unfortunate that it hit him this late in
It did.
life.
It did. Like, I'm thankful that like
It's an
that's where the
epidemic.
midlife crisis like stops. It's like liking the movies franchise. It's
Yeah.
not buying the cars.
Yeah, he's
You
not
know?
he's not going out buying
Yeah.
a Mustang and dropping
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
70
yeah.
grand for no reason, but
Right.
he's like, dude, Vin Diesel, Oscar worthy.
Dude,
Sorry,
I can't imagine if we actually did one of those movies for this thing. Like,
Oh, dude.
I mean, they're bona fide superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Dude, an Asian dude shot a fucking like grappling gun at like a hangar and then like kept it grounded on a fucking Jeep. It's crazy.
Dude, an Asian dude defied death.
An Asian dude slept with a Jewish woman. Like, we won.
Like he got
That's
blowed
that
up.
fucking white rabbit you've been chasing?
Yeah.
You've been trying to be Fast and Furious Asians in real life?
I've been trying to be Han in real life for the entirety of my existence. Bibi Netanyahu, listen, hold up. I will go over there and join the IDF if you just promise me a wife.
Jeez.
I promise you. I will do I'll do a lot of things.
I'm pretty sure they're down.
BB, listen, you've got a lot of issues right now.
Yeah.
Just call me up. You got my contact information. You're linked up with the NSA. Get them to give you my
Oh
information.
my God, we have
I'll
the
be
NSA
there.
listening to this.
Everyone does.
I've said some questionable. The last episode was very problematic. So we'll.
He was mad that everyone else was on their bullshit. So in order to like try to be on the
I
most
tried
bullshit,
to fight China
and Russia.
by accident. Speaking of China, Terry's girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
So
Dana Tang.
I just had
Dana.
I had to bring it back to the movie because we were.
Yeah.
we
No,
were getting-
I
we
was
were getting
about
out
to.
there. I love how he was just straight up pulling a Jesse and falling asleep while like doing things with friends. He's like his girlfriend's grinding up on him,
Yeah.
and he's just like, yeah.
That's actually pretty common for this guy. He's constantly falling asleep at things.
Oh,
and-
I
Bro.
mean, like he is essentially just like the whipping boy of a billionaire.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
He is
Terry
he's one of
McGinnis-
Peter Thiel's like blood boys.
I was gonna say he's just diabetic.
Yeah, his blood sugar is just constantly dropping, and he's like,
Well, yeah,
"Nah, I
he's doing
need
all this
soda."
shit. Yeah, he's flying around with his fucking jet boots and everything.
those
and
got,
then, you
those
know-
got to be causing him issues, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
G-force and all that
Dude,
stuff. That's like a thing.
His
right?
arches are fucked.
I'm jumping ahead quite a bit. Yo, we did not get any resolution if Dana's okay.
She's fine.
Are we sure?
He
She
marries her later in the canon. So,
Yeah, but like she got bonked, man.
She did get
like,
bonked, yeah.
She
She got
bonked.
bonked.
She
You know,
got
now that
bonked
you
pretty
say it,
hard.
Yeah, I don't think we do actually get any
Yeah, it's
closure
just
on
like
that.
fucking Christopher Walken throws
She
her
gets-
off like the side of a like just off a ledge, and then like she gets like canned by just a falling brick, and then
Yeah.
was just like
Yeah, she kind of like hits her elbow, and
she
she's
hits
out
her
for the
elbow,
rest
and
of
then
the
it's just like, oh no,
in the
for the rest of
stretcher,
this,
in the
yeah.
ambulance.
yeah.
And then
okay.
their friend or whatever is like, she's going to be good.
Yeah.
Go,
No,
go get him, Terry.
Terry McGinnis, worst boyfriend ever. Is just like, okay, your
Dude.
girlfriend just got knocked the fuck out, right?
So-
and then he goes, hey, listen, dumb broad, like fucking watch after her, okay? Just
can we
stay with
just-
her.
He's got to lay down some poundings on these guys. You know,
I mean, like he took them all out. It's not
He
like
did-
he
he did.
didn't.
He
This
did,
is
eventually.
already after the fact, right? He's just like, hey, listen, take care of her, all right?
This movie sort of encapsulates like why Gotham needs a Batman, because security in general in this city
Dude, these guys
does
are
not exist.
idiots.
The shipping center in the opening, the first fight,
Yeah.
not only
One
is
guard.
the whole security one guard with one gun
It's Paul
and no
Blart.
turrets. Here's the no. The shipping like hovercraft things
Yeah.
all just had their keys in them because they just walk up to them and they're just driving 3 of them to pick up the one computer thing that ends up getting blown up.
Dude, that lab
Wayne-
that he gets trapped in, and later in the movie has better security
Yeah.
than these places.
Yeah,
obviously.
Wayne, fucking Batman himself, OG. Like, there's no more Alfred, and he's like,
Yeah.
with Alfred dies the security system because now it's just Ace the dog.
So like the opening fight happens, and then Wolf just absolutely bites a chunk out of Terry McGinnis's shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep,
No blood.
no blood.
No blood.
It was
At least
it
not in
was
that
early
scene.
2000s. Like blood dripping from the
Yeah.
lip after getting punched was like, ooh,
It's like, oh man,
that's
a
strong
you guys
artistic
are basically
choice.
Naruto.
We can get into this because this is a thing over the rated and the unrated version of the movie.
Oh, okay.
I guess we can get this part out of the way before we go back to riffing on like the movie.
Yeah.
and the Boot Gang.
So like the uncut version was released in 2020. And that was, I don't know if that's definitely not the version that I saw, because some of the scenes that were left out was like the actual just execution of like Bonk.
Yeah.
There was like real blood. There was like actual real blood in that. You can see that. But the movie was recut after the initial release because of Columbine.
Right.
I think we were already talking about
Yeah,
this
we
earlier.
mentioned this.
Yes. Yeah. Which to me like doesn't track totally, because what did Columbine have anything to do with any of
I
that?
feel like in general,
it was the same thing that happened during that time when everybody was like, okay, if you listen to Marilyn Manson or like Korn
Yeah.
or fucking played
heavy
Doom,
metal. Yeah.
you were like
Yeah.
going to do a school shooting, which is, like violent video games and all of that research has gone on to show multiple times over that like that's just not the case.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I think it was studios just like that was already, the climate with art and everything.
Yeah.
So anything beyond what was necessary for the story they okayed was seen as a risk.
Do you guys know the alternate Joker death? Do you know how Joker dies in the alternate version of this?
No.
So
But
you guys saw
at
he
the
gets
end,
shot, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the flashback.
Hold up.
There's-
But just to kind of give you context for why the studios were so nervous about this was right after the Columbine shooting, like right after that,
Yeah.
a bunch of the families of the victims of the shooting ended up suing the developer for Doom. And like cited emotional damages for the game being the root cause of why the shooting happened. So
that's why they didn't make a sequel until 2016.
But it was during that time,
Right.
where like the studios, everybody was very much so like, we are going to keep this shit as clean as possible so that there is no chance for any amount of litigation.
Right. Oh, and that's why like the impacts for people getting punched were just like the white frame.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's all good and fair, but I will say
It's not good.
No,
it's not fair. In
we
retrospect.
can go
Yeah,
go further
let's
into
go
that,
into
but
it.
like what is the Joker alternate thing?
So essentially,
Got slammed by Sammy Salami.
in a way, yes, he does get slammed. Little Joker Boy Jr. basically pushes him into a big tank of water, and then he slips on a cord, pulls a lever, and gets electrocuted to death.
So he just becomes Blue Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, he has like another supervillain origin story, except this one he gets fried into a
Just
crispy
oblivion.
nothing. And it's kind of disturbing because, like, yeah, you're not watching him get shot this time, and it does pull away. Like once he slips, the camera goes
It
to
just like
outside
shows
the building.
like oh, okay. I was
And
gonna
you
say
see the-
shadows or something.
You see the lightning going on, and you hear him go Wah!
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sick. Like I almost felt like that's worse.
Right.
Like thinking of him getting electrocuted to death. Than
Yeah.
Yeah.
just being
And, like,
shot
it's
in the
like
chest.
the
The
shoot.
story has its own thing too, because like anytime someone in like the Bat family uses a gun, it's like oh my god,
That's
I
a
can't
big-
believe they did
yeah,
that. It's a
yeah.
big deal. So like it still works, like what
Yeah.
they went with.
Totally.
But that would work too because it's exactly what Joker put him through to transform him, and
Yeah.
it's like his own little retribution.
That scene alone pretty much accounts for most of the changes from the
Wow.
rated to unrated version. Yeah,
Mm.
because there's cuts. There's the part he like slashes across Batman's chest with the knife.
Oh yeah, me on the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
hand,
yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
not even in the like actual
Really
uncut version. He does the thing, but it just kind of cuts awkwardly.
to Batman falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of just
Okay.
looks like he backhands him. Maybe you
Yeah,
don't.
just
You
like
can't
a
really
full-on
see.
bitch slap.
Yeah, it's like really.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I guess like the one point of comparison that I found between these two movies was like, or between this movie and the Suicide Squad. It was like
Yeah.
how they cut out the Joker. Like literally, they cut out the Joker in a bunch of the first Suicide Squad movie because it.
Oh
like,
yeah.
and it's kind of the same response where it's just kind of silly. Sorry, there's a motorcycle going
Yeah,
on.
so
That was
there's
really
a cool guy driving past.
Yep.
Yeah, he probably watches
Licensed
Sons
cool
of
guy.
Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
He's a Nip Tuck fan.
Yeah, I like a little Sons of Anarchy. All right,
Listen, we're all dumb guys here. It's fine.
I like a little bit of
Yeah.
dumb guy stuff.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
It's the same response where it was just like, oh, the representation of this was like too violent, and it's gonna
Infect the kid
encourage.
brains.
It's gonna encourage kids and young adults to do this shit. And I'm like, okay, if we're gonna use this, if the science and the research has already shown that video games do not link directly to any amount of like increase in violence, right? What the fuck is a movie gonna do? It's like back in the 90s and the 80s, it was all of the crazy evangelical groups talking about how like metal music was the music of the devil. If you listen to the shit backwards, like it'll tell you to like autofillate or something like that.
Yeah.
And then now in this day and age, this is kind of like the part where there's just a collective amount of schizophrenia that we've all just tried to hit each other with. Like we have schizophrenia smelling salts that we've been using upon each other. And it's the liberals like, kind of virtue signaling and doing all this shit about how like representation of violence is going to
Isn't it
affect
kind of
you.
funny how the subject remains the same, but the political pendulum kind of
it
swung
just
the other
swung,
direction.
and it's just
right?
like, no, it's still not real. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you guys were the ones that funded the research to show that it wasn't real in the first place.
Right.
Like, come on. And I think like that's it's changed the way that movies have been made in the past couple of decades, where it's like, I don't know, you probably do, but you don't. It's like the use of like practical effects.
Yeah,
Of
totally.
like, blood packs. So when you fire, you see like this gruesome scene of just like blood dripping out of a wound, and now everything is just like this sterile, very clean CGI, and it's just so it doesn't look right.
Right.
You can put in hours of choreography into an action scene, but the moment that it's just like, you just got domed. Like, you actually just got domed by a large caliber bullet. You look like you have a little bump on your head from someone like bonking you. Like, fuck
Right.
off. Sorry, that was a bit of a long-winded rant. But
So speaking on sort of that stuff, like the gruesomeness and everything,
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a deleted scene until I started doing some digging. Did you know about this?
which deleted scene?
There was a deleted scene where Bruce is still trying to find out like how the Joker is alive and still matching everything like he is still the OG Joker and that he didn't like die that night. He goes to Arkham and Terry follows him. Ace sees him and he tells Ace to like shut up or whatever. So he's sticking behind Batman. Batman's walking through decrepit Arkham now as an old man.
I know what you're about to bring up. Yeah.
And Terry sees him go into a room. Bruce looks up and just runs back out, totally mortified. Like everything, it's not fully animated. It's all just like
There's
sketches.
storyboards.
Yeah, it's just storyboards. And then Terry goes in to like look at like what he saw, and it's the room, like it's the circusy TV room and whatever where everything happened. And he looks up in the rafters, and you just see like the Joker's corpse up there, like in the rafters, like hanging from a hook, with just "I know" written behind it. It's like that would have been fucked up to see.
Batman Beyond is just really, really dark.
Yeah.
Well,
in general.
the whole thing about the show was that the executives at Warner Brothers wanted their teenage superhero. I think they saw what was going on with
Static Shock.
Spider-Man, Static Shock. They knew they had that younger audience. They wanted to crack through to them. And I mean, as like a companion, this movie, it's like 3 years on from when the series started. So I don't know if their like logic was maybe the
been growing
teens
up
that
with
grew
it.
up with it are like 20 now, maybe, or like
And they can like stomach the violence.
they can watch a little bit of violence.
Yeah.
It's okay. And it's kind of crazy to think about, like, because you think about that, you're like, wow, this is a Batman movie. It's supposed to be a kids movie,
Right.
maybe.
Like, people have to get hurt in this world, right? Aside from, or before the Christopher Nolan universe.
Right.
Which, like, hold up. Fuck Christopher Nolan.
What did he do?
Dark Knight's dope. Dark Knight's dope.
What did
Okay?
Christopher Nolan do?
Dark Knight's dope.
He did
Christopher Nolan-
Dunkirk, is what he did.
Christopher Nolan accidentally made good movies.
Oh, please. Come on now.
He made two.
Inception? Interstellar?
No.
Come on.
No.
Be real.
It is literally Memento and The Dark Knight.
Okay, Memento's great.
Okay.
There's more.
You can't convince me that Inception's a good movie.
Inception's great. What are you talking
Inception is real. Inception, perfect dumb guy movie. Inception is another movie in the hot couch dumb guy catalog.
about? There's so many cool scenes. And it's
This
got
is
great
exactly
music.
what I'm fucking talking about. Look, man,
that's
For the
fine.
sake of
You can have
content,
opinions.
for
It's
not
fine.
the sake of content.
Christopher Nolan is a net positive for the
Yeah.
cinema scene because he is
Because
like
he gives Quentin Tarantino film. We get it, Eric.
he has single-handedly like continued funding film for
Yeah,
all people.
that's what
not
I said.
Just Quentin Tarantino, like all people. He
okay.
owns Kodak Eastman now.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope.
But who else uses it?
Dunkirk was ass.
Yeah, okay. I will agree on that.
Ass. Dunkirk was so bad.
I
You know what
Never
happened
watched
when
it, so I
that
can't
movie
comment.
when I watched that movie, I'm just like, I really wish that they didn't save Harry Styles.
We
Yeah,
even
that
we
that
saw it
probably
at the
is not a
music
good
box.
idea.
We saw it on film, and we were just like,
well, we didn't see it together.
Right.
I saw it on film I saw it on 70 millimeter, and it was a waste of 70 millimeter film. That was the equivalent of like burning the original print of Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, but like Oppenheimer, though, come on.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you think he's gonna say the line in the movie? Think he's gonna say it?
What line?
You know the line.
I don't know. The line.
I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Did he actually say that, or some jerk off come up with it like
That sounds
after
like
time?
that sounds like some Sigma male TikTok bullshit.
In the 40s.
The original Top G.
The only
God.
top G.
You can only drop bombs if you're at the top.
Ooh. Ooh.
Anyway, back to
you can
Batman.
go ahead and move this conversation along, Nick. We're keeping you here. Like, listen, if you let me continue on my bullshit, we'll be here for a while.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, we're kind of crossing into some important parts of the movie. There's this one thing where there's another guy that's on the Wayne board, and he's trying to take over the company.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Pyre, I think that was his last.
Jordan Price, I believe.
Price. That was it.
He's kind of today people would refer to him as like an Elon Musk. I think he's kind of more.
No. If anyone in this movie is Elon Musk, it's Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Like, listen.
Okay, wait, no, hold on. I'm going to defend Tim Drake's honor here. I will not allow you to slander Tim Drake by calling him Elon.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Sorry. Maybe he's Elon's, like, kid?
No,
but no,
he was what Elon wishes he was.
No,
This dude
literally got the brain
this
chip.
guy does make a thing that
dude,
works.
got the
dude
brain
made
chip.
the thing that fucking worked.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I know. And then he used it to, like, Jewish space laser the fucking city.
There's Jewish space
There
lasers
is.
in this
no,
movie. Yeah,
but you
that's
can't
right.
say that he is Elon Musk because
The
Elon
Joker
Musk would
was
say,
Elon Musk, and he made fucking Tim Drake into
no.
mini
Like,
him.
Elon Musk would be like the fucking security guard that looks surprised when Batman gave him a recording of Jordan Price saying like, "Oh yeah, I actually tried to kill Bruce Wayne." That is who the fuck Elon Musk is. Okay, Elon Musk is the patron saint of uh-ohs and oopsies.
Here's the thing. Tim Drake literally is just all communications.
Yeah.
He's the blue-collar Elon Musk.
Yeah,
But
he
he
seems like he
designed
comes from
the
too
thing.
humble a background to be.
Right.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean,
he's the
Elon
blue
Musk
collar.
worked for everything that he had, so I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, but like Tim Drake literally built the thing.
Yeah.
Like he did it.
Blue-collar Elon Musk.
Elon Musk doesn't know how to build the thing.
I know. That's why I said blue-collar. Blue-collars are the ones that build the
He's giving
things.
me an aneurysm.
So maybe he's not Elon Musk.
He's not Elon Musk. That's
who,
what I'm
who
getting.
would you guys compare him to, them? This guy.
Tim Drake?
Price.
Price?
Yeah.
Jordan Price is John McAfee
Of McAfee Security?
of McAfee Security.
That guy.
Yeah. No. No, you are probably right. Jordan Price is much closer to Elon Musk than anything else because
I assume that's like
Yeah.
kind of like the idea,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, we didn't
shady
know who
businessman,
Elon was
yada
yet.
yada.
But yeah.
Yeah.
because it would be like
That's why they recut it in 2020. Like, listen, Elon's on the map.
Is
People
it-
are going to watch
is
this
it Tom
movie.
or Tim Drake?
Tim.
Tim Drake is the engineer behind the Tesla car.
Yeah. That Elon just co-opts.
Are you
Physically.
kind of like did the thing, got the credit, didn't get the credit, had somebody else
Yeah.
got all the credit for it.
Yeah.
That's why he
that
becomes the Joker.
comes up
he
a couple
becomes
times
Elon
in this
Musk.
movie actually.
Yeah.
The Joker,
right
the
in the
Joker
first couple
can't
minutes.
the Joker cannot be Elon Musk. I refuse to give Elon Musk any amount of credit.
Are you
The
saying
Joker-
the Joker's credible?
Yes,
All right.
far more than Elon Musk.
Well, that maybe.
Because,
I don't know.
Because when the Joker's like, "Hey, let's go fuck some shit up," he'll do it.
Yeah.
Elon Musk
So did
goes
Elon.
in. No, Elon Musk oopsied the fuck up. He went in being like, "I can fix this."
Don't even worry about
the
it.
Joker never goes in and goes, "Hey, I can." The Joker is not Captain Save-A-Ho. He doesn't go into a situation going, "I can change her." No, he fucking goes in.
He did. He
yeah.
pushed Harley into the vat. He
I mean,
definitely changed
He
her.
changed her. Yeah.
He
that's-
changed
that's
her.
true.
Yeah. But she was already.
And then their grandkids still ended up fucked up.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Who did she get busy with, man?
Who
was it?
the
Was it
fuck
not?
knows?
Was it not the Joker?
Gotta say no, right?
if he died and she was all about like, oh
died
yeah,
that
you
night,
know,
yeah.
like
Oh, no,
rather
no, no,
than
no.
going through the joys of childbirth, it's not Joker because he died
Yeah.
kind of right then. It was Tim.
Tim Drake's a fucking horn dog. Tim Drake
took it out
Yeah.
on his abuser.
Yeah.
Tim Drake, a horn dog.
Oh
Holy fuck.
God, that's
We
even-
just
that-
created
wow.
a different canon that I'm not
Yeah.
really happy about.
Yeah, I'm not
that's
either.
dark. Oh God, now I can picture it as like at the end of the movie, he's like, "These are my clown stepdaughters." Yeah.
Why? Why would you do
This is the worst. Both 2 weeks in a row, people come in and just like disarm my stupid. Like this is so fucked. No, yeah, but it's like
There's only one
you
of
have
them,
to
but she's schizophrenic and thinks she has a twin.
Yeah, that's right, Dee Dee. Yep, there's two of you. Don't even worry about it.
Oh my god.
Look, I let her put on the little booty shorts. She's happier that way, okay? Don't worry about it. Yes, I told her don't wear white booty shorts because you're gonna get blood on them. What am I talking?
I okayed
coats?
the red crop top because it was red. That was the point. And the red cheeks.
They said, "Hey, we want to show a little stomach." I said, "Okay." Well, oh,
What is happening? Why is the Joker just a fucking like bullshit Sopranos character
Dude,
right now?
no, it's
Like,
fucking...
Jesus Christ.
no,
No, this is Tim Drake.
This is Tim Drake.
Tim
yeah.
Drake is
Tim
fucking
Drake is just a
Sammy
Sopranos
Salami.
character.
Tim Drake is Sammy Salami.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
my
what
God.
this is. This is what you wanted, Eric.
No, man.
This was the end game
Drake
that
is
you
like
did
that
not see
scene-
coming.
That's-
Have you seen The Sopranos?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're, like taking part in your cultural heritage.
Well, I gotta
Yeah.
see what they're doing.
Yeah,
what the hype's
what,
all
what-
about.
what these gabagools be doing out here, right?
I came up with all those phrases first. I was saying them before.
Yeah.
Now everybody's like, "Oh, we watch Sopranos. I can say gabagoo, fangoo, oh." I'm like, "Hey,
Capicola. All
watch
that.
it with the cultural appropriation." All right.
Say fettuccine one more time. See what fucking happens. I got shooters out here. They all got blicks. What? What the fuck did
We
you
got
just say?
ragu on deck.
Ragu on deck hits so fucking hard. That's insane. Okay, let's move on with the movie. We're stuck. We're stuck in the fucking washing machine of dumb right now.
What
I
else?
was disappointed that like the actual Joker gang
Yeah.
was never shown. It was
Oh, you
just
mean like the
the
big
biker
dude
ones.
with the green stringy hair and the other
the one that has like that you see in like the
little
first
jester hat?
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that dude.
Those
Because like
people.
the best part about them
the one
was the
chick
girl
with
with
the
the ham.
spiky
You know what I'm
spiky
talking about? That's like the whole reason you want the Jokers to show up, and they never do. It's like, man, what is a Batman Beyond project without the girl with the spiky ham?
Like, what did she like put like shards of like metal in it or something? It's really utterly
It's just
bizarre.
nails, bro. It's just nails in a ham.
And she's like swinging it around. It's like swinging it by like the meat neck. I'm like, this thing's about to rip off by its tendons and go into your
That
buddy's
shit-
ass. Like, what are you doing?
It looks like some shit that when you hit someone with it, you see the onomatopoeias pop up in real life.
In real fucking life.
And it's the future, so they got like holograms and shit. It's
Yeah.
like, why can I see the sound effects?
Yeah, seeing those goons for sure. So I guess these guys are supposed to be the Jokers. This is
Right.
the Jokers and
Right.
and all.
Which is
there was
sad.
there was Boonk or
Bonk.
Bonk.
No boom gang in this one. No.
So there was Bonk.
Yeah.
What is the
Bonk,
what is the dude
Dee-Dee's,
with the mask?
the clown
That's-
mask, the Dark Knight mask.
Chucko is what he's
Chucko.
credited as. Yeah.
I was about
I don't
to
think
call
they
him
ever say his
Crunch.
name.
I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah. Joker says it one time. That's the only time I remember
And then
him.
someone
saying
was
it.
Christopher
Ghoul.
Walken? Ghoul.
That's
That's cool.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Okay.
You know who Michael Rosenbaum is,
Fuck,
right?
I do. What I'm fucking blanking though.
Smallville. I mean,
I'm not gonna
he
know any
does
of the
like
live
a
action
bunch
shit.
of voice acting as
Yeah.
well. He's very
Well,
Lex
some of
Luthor,
oh
Flash,
fucking A. Ah, okay. I think that's
um,
so he played
couple
himself
other
in that
things.
episode.
Yes,
Ah,
Yes.
okay,
That's
okay,
correct.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I guess he like would do the Christopher Walken thing, and people thought it was really funny. So they were like, "Can you just
can
do
you play
that?
like Scarecrow, but somehow even worse?"
just do it like a knockoff Scarecrow, but he's got a Christopher
And it's
Walken
like
thing.
every time too, because even in like the Static Shock episodes and stuff,
Yeah,
it's still the same
he's doing
ghoul. It's
that,
like,
yeah.
and that's all I know, I swear.
He is a pretty funny character, and I think he's got one of my favorite like physical comedy parts of this movie is involving him during that awesome nightclub sequence, which we could totally get into.
With like the whole point of the club is like, we've got a lava lamp that's like 3 stories
massive
tall.
lava lamp. And it's got
No
all
point
kinds of
to
liquid in it. I mean, this place was packed with stuff. To
Yeah.
It was
Get
it was
crazy.
like an epileptic's worst nightmare.
all the colors are shifting.
It's just
Everybody's
fucking
changing
flashing.
colors.
Yep.
Like nobody actually
Another
knows how to
instance.
dance.
Another
Everybody's
instance.
just like punching the air. It's just a
Dude,
huge
it's
mosh
like
pit
it's like
around,
watching a Peanuts.
Yeah. It's just a huge mosh pit in front of like the golden lava lamp that
Yeah.
they're all praising.
another instance of security really pulling through in Gotham City.
Nobody. Yeah, they're pulling out guns. I'm like, oh my
dude.
god!
Like a gun that, hold on, Chucko's fucking laser gun that like melts things first and then they just explode because he shoots like a fucking crane hook.
Yeah.
Like it's just a crane hook. There's nothing that would explode. He shoots it. It starts to melt. The whole fucking ceiling bursts into flames.
He must have like thermite or something in there. I don't
It's
know
a
what's going on.
thermite construction.
Thermite gun. It's a thermite gun that was
Laser.
tactically upgraded
Laser,
with a
yeah, with a
fucking
laser.
laser pointer.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
This guy's got a good gun that gets broken very easily.
So the one thing that I loved about the animation style is like you get up close to the characters and there's like detail, right?
Yeah.
But then it pulls back, the eyes just become 2 dots, and the mouth is just a fucking line. The entire time I'm like, this is so distracting. You can't not see it.
It does happen a few times, I will say. Yeah.
And I get it, like the animation is always really difficult.
Yeah.
But like, I needed more of that. Like, I needed them to really steer into that.
Well, in defense of it, and I'm not saying that 2000 is like 40 years ago. Like we had
Right.
shitty animation 20 years ago, but like
No,
The
but
3D
like,
was shitty. The 2D was still-
technology was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot harder to do animation like large scale for a large project like that.
yeah. I would say overall, more so than not, it holds up.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted more of that. Like, oh no, we just need to fill frames. Like, there's no shot that we can fucking fill this face out.
Yeah. I got you.
And you definitely saw that like the animators had some fun with it. Like specifically, it was after the nightclub scene. It was when he was like going to investigate Jordan Price on the boat when he like dropped them off, and it was like the 2 police officers. When the male police officer was like doing the salute, his face straight up was just a straight line for a mouth. That's it. And that was incredible.
Nothing like, there's somebody's hair is a different color in one shot or something like that, though. It's not like
Yeah, the continuity was actually pretty all right.
yeah.
Throughout most of it.
I would
I
say
can't.
yeah,
I could.
mostly on point.
There was nothing that like really stuck out to
Nothing
me where I went.
egregiously-
Yeah, where I just immediately went like, oh no, that like the gun was in the wrong hand.
Yeah.
No, the one thing was the exploding laser. That's the one thing that's just it does not make sense. And I think in the rest of it too.
Like I mean, you said it. It was just straight up the Jewish space laser, like doing
No.
9/11s.
Oh,
No, I'm talking
my
about
God.
Chucko's gun. Chucko's
Oh,
exploding
okay.
laser gun.
Okay,
That's-
again,
that's the
Jewish
one-
space laser. Like you put that into the ether for this episode. That's what this one's going to be titled.
But there's that pretty much leads directly into like some of the most like haunting stuff of the movie.
Yeah.
Before we really get into that,
Yeah.
okay, so Terry McGinnis is just doing backflips and shit inside of this nightclub, right?
Yes.
Cameras everywhere.
Yes.
How the
Yes,
fuck is everybody still like, oh, we don't know that he's the new Batman?
It you can
Yeah.
say that it's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, like that was the point where
Especially
I'm like,
when
you
he's
saw him
Laying the pounding on these clowns,
Yeah.
like, are they not like,
in
hey,
like a nice blazer.
you know,
Like the dude was
Yep.
dressed to the nines. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
now,
It was, here's the thing.
yeah,
Here's why it was believable to everyone there.
Yeah.
it was the first time they'd seen Terry McGinnis well rested
Oh,
because
true.
he just quit being Batman so he could sleep.
Well, he
And
was fired.
He is
from
an
being
athletic
Batman.
person.
Well, yeah.
They show him to be athletic in the series, making him give up the whole Batman persona after seeing the Joker again is actually a really cool idea.
Yeah.
I like this because he what he's really doing is he is trying to protect him. He doesn't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
it.
100%.
You can see like in that scene when he's like, no,
Yeah.
you, like stupid kid, like turn in your uniform or whatever. Like you can see even in just like the way that it was Conroy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The way that Conroy delivered the line too, it was kind of like, yeah, no, there is definitely a large amount of conflict inside
Right.
because he knows that Gotham needs a Batman.
Right.
But at the same time, he's like, I can't let
Not
another
again.
kid die
Right.
or like lose
And
himself essentially.
It almost comes out because like in the first episode, like he has like Terry has this suit because Batman souped it up so that he could still do it.
Yeah,
Like Bruce Batman.
because
because he was so old.
breaking down.
Yeah, so
his
it
love
was-
handles would be so crazy in that suit. Like you just see all of the folds.
But you know, it's one of those things that makes you think like almost he was only cool with a successor because he knew that he didn't need to worry about the Joker being a thing.
Yeah.
Because he saw him die that night and
Watching,
everything. We
yeah.
never know. We just know that there's a gang of like, you know, alpha males who were just like, this guy was pretty dope because he talked about society a bunch. That's still like the only remnants of him that we see in the show proper until the movie.
When he came back and he killed Bonk.
My heart is broken. By the way,
Yeah.
watching Bonk die is like watching Mufasa die in Lion King to me. He like goes sailing through the air like this is like a
with the fucking
500
gun.
pound clown man, and he gets picked up off his feet and
By a
thrown
fucking
flag.
bang flag. Like what is happening?
And then it like Joker poisons him because
Yeah,
he
'cause
dies
he's
with
got
a
the
fucking smile.
giant intense smile on his face.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
But okay, so that same flag
It was a
is
hollow
what-
round.
is what killed the Joker,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
That's what I thought was
It's the
like
same
a
this is
type
cool.
the
of
thing.
weapon, yeah.
But this is the thing. The Joker just kind of like hunched over
Well, he's already poisoned.
well, he flies back too. Actually,
a little bit.
If you
not
remember,
near-
he
not
does.
nearly as bad as Bonk did, though.
Yeah.
Like Bonk went.
This thing must
fucking,
have, like, a-
Acme flying.
He didn't like go
Serious.
flying. He was just like right in front of the table, so he just like fell onto the table, so it looked like he was flying.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh my god,
he just flew off frame. Is what
Yeah.
happened.
this
Yeah,
thing's
exactly.
gotta like have a insane piston in it or something. You know?
That weapon is the same weapon that was used to assassinate Shinzo Abe. That is the epitome of a blicky Madu.
Maybe the gun is as strong as like its wielder, because a little kid shot it and like Joker didn't go very far, but then full grown Joker shot it and Bonk went flying.
Mm.
It's actually an anime weapon.
The power scales according to age. Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, old Joker had more XP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when was it that we got that like that long flashback sequence?
That's right after this whole sequence after Bruce is found in the Batcave.
Yeah, and he
He
Terry
goes
had
to
get
Barbara
that.
to ask
Yeah.
about like
He's
why
like-
Bruce is like this and all this shit.
You
Yeah.
guys gotta tell me what's up because this is
There was that one other scene where Terry goes to Barbara, right? And it's just like, hey, so like I know you guys are like really weirdly afraid of clowns. Like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah. When she initially brushes him off,
and she straight up was just like, listen, man, just don't touch it, please. You know, like this was
Yeah.
an extremely fucked up situation for
Yeah.
all of us. So like, shut up, stop being a cocky little shit. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then so after Bruce ends up getting absolutely gotted by
Dude,
like the
that
clown gang.
used to scare me so bad when I was a kid. I watched that scene and that shot of him with the big smile across his face.
Yeah,
Oh, Bruce with it?
So
yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
the amount of willpower for
and
him
he's
to be like,
fighting through it.
he's
Yeah,
just like underneath the table, my guy. That was really creepy.
Yeah. Like hearing a Conroy like trying to just like suppress the Joker laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely.
God, that used to scare me so bad.
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend it.
Sorry, completely off topic. Did they ever animate The Killing Joke?
They did, and it's not good.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Like the telling of the comic, fine.
Yep.
There's a whole opening sequence that doesn't need to be there and defeats a lot of the Batman fucks Barbara.
No, we're good. We don't need to.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
They just add that for some fucking reason. That's the first 20 minutes of the movie is just the context to that happening and then that happening, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And then from there, it's pretty
also,
close to the graphic novel. Yeah. It's okay, yeah, this is fine. But why is that there?
Why did we need that there?
Yeah, because now this is just
you wanna get even worse because it gets worse. This was actually retroactively inserted into the animated series canon by way of the comic book series that they started. There's this whole fun little ditty where
ditty's probably not the word to use in this situation.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne. Essentially, in the animated universe, also did the same thing, boned her down, and she was with child, and she goes to him, tells him the whole thing, and he's like, "Well, I'll make sure I congratulate Dick Grayson because obviously he's the dad, right?" And she drops the math on him that it's his. Mm-hmm. She loses the kid; she doesn't have it in the series.
Jeez.
Yeah. And this is all from our beloved animated series writer.
To make it even, this doesn't matter because the whole thing is still fucked. But you think about it too, they just do it on a rooftop.
Yep.
And unmask and everything. It's guys, in what universe does any of this make any kind of sense? They catch a bad guy.
I understand now.
It's
Bruce
literally
Wayne has an OnlyFans. That is the only reason why you do this. I get it. No. The animated series people were no, we gotta be one with the kids. We gotta get the Zoomers involved.
You can't say it like that in this specific situation.
Literally we can. It goes to show all billionaires are just grooming fucking weirdos.
If we're gonna be honest, guys, Bruce Wayne is Elon Musk.
God, he's on the he's on the little black book, isn't he?
He's on the book.
Oh.
He's on. Yeah.
He made a couple visits to little St. George's Island. Huh?
No, he 100% was wearing that bull mask, praising Moloch.
No.
We're out there.
This is why I've not recommended you that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's not. It's not even a inch close in this movie to something like that. I guess you see them working together, but it's not.
Yeah.
You're not getting that romantic.
No one's boning on top of a fucking building.
Yeah, you got that twisted little
that's
present on the top of the building. How about that?
Yeah. That that version's going to come in 2065, and it's just going to be a Blue Chew ad.
We recommend. Listen, Blue Chew.
Oh, what's that?
Well,
sorry for that very natural advertising lead in. Wow, tell me about that.
Blue Chew is the Mint Mobile of Viagra and Cialis adjacent products. Easily acceptable, affordable, and shipped right to your door in discreet packaging.
Yeah, use discount code Boner Time.
It would be so dope for every guest that we bring on. I come up with a new character, and it's just their nickname or their character. Just imagine Blue Chew / Sammy Salami.
Oh man, I don't want to be the dude with ED. Come on.
No, that's why he shows off the dick print.
You don't have
because it's
ED.
only ever
you're using it to show off the dick print. It is one of the main identifiers of that superhero.
I see where it makes sense. I don't like it, but
yeah, I guess his superpower is giving other people the ability to dick print themselves through any material. I guess that's where we're going with
instead
that
of
character.
Yeah, he's the guy who goes around.
No. It's just when shit is going down, a young minority child is selling lemonade at a corner that just needs to be stopped. Like he's walking down the street and he just sees another man with a sweaty dick print. He's like, I gotta go stop that.
What the fuck?
Can we talk about this messed up part of the movie?
Yeah, we can go ahead. We can get back to that.
I don't want to talk about dick prints anymore.
And you wonder why no one reins you in. What are you supposed to say to that? Anyways, the flashback, the most memorable part of the entire movie.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah. No, that was straight up like the Joker monologue that I memorized to like just do the thing.
Down to the core, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like the whole like bit in the theater.
Every bit of it, like down to Arkham Asylum, you go there and you see like it's decaying.
Yep.
There's a giant hole, like it's
like half of it have just like fallen off into like a fucking sinkhole into oblivion that only fucking Harley Quinn can like survive in.
It's downright scary. Like it's not anything to shirk at. Like
the reveal of what they did to Tim, because you're also always used to like it's the Jason Todd story, and he just gets fucking hammered by a crowbar,
beaten to death, and then
blown up. Yeah, it's like that's preferable, and like we don't know anything about like Tim Drake.
Yeah,
like something happening to Tim Drake is already like, oh, okay, what happened? And then like the whole deal of like the serums and the shocks and like they try to make it jokery funny where it's the cook and the giant fucking the little fucking jazz hand fingers.
It's very Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it is.
It's in like
he does
the
like
most
the big
demonic
licking
way.
Yeah,
it just in like it's that thing that a lot of horror movies do, where it's like you're pairing something that is inherently childish and that like brings comfort to a lot of people, but you're also pairing it with just like abject horror.
Yeah.
So that was very unnerving in that scene when you're seeing Tim Drake just basically go through fucking shock therapy. Yeah.
You would have been proud to see him so strong and everything too. It's like, oh my god!
And you're watching him like writhe and
dude,
like, go crazy on this slab. It's really just
unsettling.
And the fact that Joker's just laying into him this whole time, he's keeping going with this line of dialogue.
Yeah,
and it's like,
and it'd be like, you broke him. I broke him so far. He told me who you are.
Yeah.
And now I know you're just a sad little boy in a play suit crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Oh, what the heck? I'll laugh anyway. Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Gotta be one of the greatest Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Like of anything.
Yep.
That he's done for that series, whether it be directly related
franchise,
or not.
Anything. Yeah. One of the best monologues Hamill's ever had. I think the only thing more memorable is like at the end of Arkham City. Yeah. No, even at in Arkham Knight. Yeah. With like the fucking "I need you."
Yeah, where he's
like the range of everything.
Mental prison there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that "I need you" is like you feel bad for the Joker with just that one line.
Yeah.
And it's not even the Joker; it's like a fucking the poison or whatever. The fuck.
This is kind of the opposite. This one makes you like, God, this guy's terrible.
Yeah. This is
because
like,
he's not only is he doing this, he goes up there, Batman crashes through, starts smacking him, literally backhands him across the room, and he goes, "If you don't like the video, I've got slides."
Yeah,
which tells you this creep has been taking pictures with his Polaroid camera, just like he did with Barbara.
Yep,
the Killing Joke.
Yep,
and you're like, this fucking guy needs to die.
And then you see like what that all like, culminated into, and they do the reveal of just the smile and the suit of Tim Drake and whatever, and then you hear Tim's laugh and everything too. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
The only note that I have of that is like right before Tim Drake shoots the Joker.
Yeah.
Like you can just hear in the voice where he's like, "Okay, now I'm kind of over this." Like the laugh stopped being as convincing as the first couple of times that he did it. I'm like, okay, he's done. He's like pretty gassed out here. He's like, dude, I've done this like maniacal, like brain-broken, psychotic laugh for the like 90 takes. Like, can we please just fucking use one of them?
I do gotta say that breakdown though is pretty real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
raw.
Yeah.
I would love to be at the table read for like when they did this scene and they were like, so wait, what happened?
Yeah.
He shocked him into becoming the Joker, and then what?
There was no serum involved, was there? It straight up was
he
just...
said it in the monologue.
Yeah.
He said like serums
She
and shocks.
and serums, yeah. So
But-
it's kind of implied that he probably injected him with some stuff,
Okay.
possibly.
That
They don't really show
Okay.
it,
Yeah.
but
We see like all kinds of like science
Vials and
equipment
all that
Yeah.
shit.
So he obviously did some just heinous.
Yeah. And then like all of it was fake, and it was
CBT.
actually just a microchip.
Yeah,
I felt like that sort of took away from a lot of it.
yeah. We can get
Like,
into
once
the
it was just a
microchip.
Are
microchip.
we just going straight to the end?
The microchip.
Are we at the end?
Well,
is there
I
anything
mean, we're
else that
pretty
you wanted
close.
to? Is there anything else that you wanted to touch? So like the investigation part of
Was
him,
pretty lame.
really annoying because then he like
Lame for
he
two
basic-
Batmans to not
he-
be
yeah,
able to.
He like basically does research for like 20 minutes.
He does.
clears
He
a
does
guy.
kind of just go.
He does the one-page
Take all
Google
this
search.
stuff, combine it into something.
He like searched Tim Drake wiki and then like said, "Oh, he's just communications engineer."
yeah.
And then goes back to the
That's not
bat
sus.
cave, sits there,
Takes
and
all the
goes,
things,
"Man,
combines them, yeah."
I really wish that I had more know-how. Like, I wish that I could do the Sherlocking." And that was really frustrating because I'm like, you did nothing.
Yeah.
You did like half of a thing.
And then his Sherlocking is, because that's when he comes back and sees Bruce Jokerfied. And then he
That's-
fixes
no,
it,
this is
right?
after.
This is
actually.
after. This
Yeah.
is like,
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
when Bruce
He
walks down and he
Yeah,
goes,
yeah,
"It's
yeah.
not as easy as it sounds," and it's
Yeah.
like,
And then
he didn't
Bruce,
do anything.
Yeah.
What?
And then Bruce couldn't do anything, or like couldn't see it. Like
Well,
even though it's
he's
his cave.
pushing back at it. He's like, I don't think
Yeah,
it's
that
Tim.
was when he was just like, "No, it can't be Tim."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tim
'Cause
Tim
it
went
make-
through some shit.
Right, and it makes sense for him to like think like that,
Yeah,
but
not
he's
be-
he's been Batman for fucking decades. Like he knows, and like he's pretty no nonsense. So if the one suit that was vandalized was the Robin one, it's like
And then
like, for him to have
Terry
not
drops a
noticed it or
logic
anything.
bomb on him. He's
Yeah.
like, well, if you take all these things and combine them into something, and now communications expert like Tim Drake.
It's
I'm like, okay, a little clunky, but hey,
right,
we got there.
we got to get to the
Yeah,
point.
we
I
got
get
there.
it.
right.
We got to get to the big Jewish space laser.
Yep.
Marjorie Taylor Greene warned us.
real
Yep.
fucking happy about it. Real.
I
happy
bet
about
she was thrilled when she saw this movie and was like, see, that's what I was talking about.
it. With her big ass Titan teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. You think she's watching this movie?
I hope so, dude. I
No, she
hope
watched it.
like every politician that I've talked about like watches
This
like listens
podcast?
to our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to make so many political enemies that like when I eventually get offed by some state,
Oh, okay. Well,
I will have a movie made about me. In the same way that like Oliver Stone made that Edward Snowden movie.
Jesus.
Where just like make sure that Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays me. Okay? I am giving Joseph
Oh.
Gordon-Levitt the right to be
No.
yellow-faced.
Here's the thing, man.
Jesus.
Like we're the more
Scotch tape works best, bud.
It's true.
so the climax.
Yeah.
This is a climax to end all climaxes. Now, I'm assuming you guys probably know a little bit more about the whole Japanese studio involvement.
No.
No.
I believe it was the same animation company that did Akira. And it's like
Oh, fuck.
the guy that led it, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to do Akira again. I'm going to do it bigger." So that's kind of where this whole plot point of the giant laser came from. Because
Yeah, that
From
would
what I
make
remember,
sense.
that's
it's like
in
that
Akira,
chasing
right?
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the light.
he's
Yeah.
blasting through. It's essentially he wanted to do that again.
But like he
Multiply it.
didn't know that like 9/11 was going to happen and like
That's
blowing
right.
up
Yeah.
blowing up buildings was
Several
not kosher.
buildings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe in like the uncut version they cut out a couple of the shots of the beam clearly slicing through crowds of people, but
Yeah.
like for the most part, I remember this being intact.
It was probably the most destructive scene inside of like an animated superhero show or movie that I've ever seen. It like actual damage. It's not just
conveniently empty building.
Yeah,
it's like no, you see cars get wiped out on the bridge.
you see people getting murked. Like that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
there's the whole bridge. Yeah, the whole bridge collapses.
Yep.
There's a shot of all these people running, and then the beam comes and just blasts right through the camera basically, and you're like, well, obviously that just sliced through like 15 people.
Of course, in like jokery Looney Tunes fashion, it's all in the pattern of a fucking smiley face.
Yeah, big smiley face, which is just hilarious.
Yeah. But like the reveal before like the laser gets activated and everything of like Tim Drake being in the clown toy factory who like, you know, after all the years of Batmaning, you don't check Arkham first. You don't check anything associated with clowns or toys. Yeah. Like, come on. But
okay, so
that's
I guess
besides the point.
Okay, so one last little gaff that I'm gonna add to this conversation before we actually like finish out the movie.
Yeah,
this is just one extended Snickers commercial. It's Tim Drake like Terry McGinnis going up to Tim Drake being like, "You're not you when you're hungry." and, like that's basically this fucking movie.
He says, like that's what he says instead of like, wait a second, I like to talk too.
Yeah, like it's just like you're not you when you're hungry, and then you see like the brand placement of a Snickers bar that just says Tim Drake on it.
They pulled the Coca-Cola and said like share a break with this.
Yeah,
but that's Kit Kat's thing.
No, I did like how they played out Terry McGinnis's character too, where he's just like, no, this is just he's a shit poster, and he's like, no, I'm just gonna shit talk the Joker. Essentially, like
that's not funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He actually gets under his skin, which is like the best part.
Yeah,
because you really don't get that type of performance from Mark.
You never see it
where he gets like you really hear him.
You're
like,
hearing the anger.
Yeah,
where it's just like, especially after the like, oh, I guess you're not really a comedian anyways, and then like you hear it.
Oh
yeah. The Joker is a very slender person, right? Mm-hmm. Not to say that Tim Drake isn't a slender guy.
Also taller.
He's kind of foppish.
He's rotund.
he's built like a normal like
he's built
40
like
to 50 year old man.
Yeah, man's built like a bunt cake. I get it. Carb filled.
So is that Joker onesie? Is that like vacuum sealing him? Did you guys see like the skin folds
pretty.
and stuff?
It is pretty tight, isn't it?
You think that he's like sucking it all up in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that you bring this up because it's the same thing with like the new Batman suit, where it's just like, oh, it was built so that Bruce Wayne can do it.
Exactly.
That doesn't compute.
Tech.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Everything in the future is one size
Everything
fits
is just
all,
a
guys.
fucking corset. Like, is that what you're telling me?
It's like a big vacuum corset. Yeah.
No, that's terrible. That's so bad for your ribs.
There'd be this hilarious like sequence where you see him grab the hose for the vacuum and stick it in the back.
It's a full-on Ed, Edd and Eddy sequence.
I gotta tighten up my suit first.
So,
Dude,
okay.
no, it's the vacuum's so powerful that like it sucks out the fat in his face, so it, like ends up with the pointed chin.
He starts with
instead
the
of the
Asian
flat
round
brick.
face and ends with a Sigma male jawline. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because the nose grows. You see like
Yeah.
his body physically changes.
Yeah.
And it's like with the like face with the zoom in, like hands on the face cackle and everything.
That's great.
They do
yeah.
it's a really cool fucking seeing like how it looks and everything. But you notice that like he dips down a little bit so the chin's out of the frame, so you don't see the chin go from fucking flat brick into point.
Yeah.
And then just like on the zoom out, he's already white, so it's already pointed and everything. Like they hide it well. They pull it off in a pretty cool little like 2-second sequence.
It's very strange.
But
yeah.
with anything animated, there's always like the drawn to scale thing between different characters. Like they need to be this tall in comparison to each other and always be that. I feel like if you held that chart up for like the movie stills and whatever, the height comparison between Tim Drake
and
the Joker, and you put those two next to each other, nothing is.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how did this 50-year-old man gain 7 inches?
Listen. That wasn't Tim's build. It was the lab coat. It's got a bunch of slack
weighted
in
lab
it.
coat. It's a fucking weighted lab coat that just keeps him down.
No.
Because the moment
They're
that he
always-
stands up straight, that's his fucking that's his Jekyll moment where he just goes, "No, I just have to cause terrorism."
No, man. There's always so much slack. It's got too many pockets.
Oh
You know,
my
the
God.
the
He's
scientists need to be able to.
You're describing
hold on to
Tim
things.
Drake like a fucking roly-poly. Like, stop.
He's a normal average man.
He's like a rotund Italian man from Brooklyn. Like, shut the fuck up.
He does look like somebody that could fit right in my family lineage somewhere.
I think the one thing about Tim Drake that I really enjoyed was like he also ignores his wife. Like he is going to be causing many divorces like this show.
Well,
like
and
this
the
specific show.
implication is that Joker is kind of there the whole time and like probably jumping in here and there. Like you think he's saying like sick shit to her.
Yeah, he's going
She's
goblin
like-
mode.
Whenever she's like talk dirty to me, it's just and then just like fucking Joker pops out. She's just like really into it for some reason. She's got fucking BPD.
No, I'm telling. Yeah, maybe.
Like if he has kids, are they like little like Joker children? Like what's going on?
I don't. It doesn't.
He
have
would
kids?
know by this point.
We don't see him. They don't show any kids.
Any last thoughts before we get into ratings? Anything that you wanted to discuss?
Did you guys get that Jordan Price was supposed to be a Joker red herring? Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
It's literally he's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not
I did not
credited
catch
at
that.
all.
That's where I was.
But it's him. You can
Yeah,
tell
it was-
if
right.
you listen to it, you're like, oh, that's Mark Hamill.
I didn't know that it was Mark Hamill, but it
Yeah.
was just like that was how the that's how the story was playing
That
out
was
until
the
reveal.
investigation.
Yeah,
That was the first result that Terry McGinnis saw, and he's like, "Well, he has a reason to not want Bruce around."
Yeah, that's kind of the only acknowledgement to it. But I think I feel like he was supposed to play a bigger role
Right.
in the movie. He kind of is just there for that, and then the whole yacht
He got
sequence.
catfish too.
Oh yeah, that was so epic. I
Yeah.
love that, where it just goes to the shot of the one chick strapped to the light pole, like
Yeah.
got a handkerchief on her mouth and everything, like it's some
Yeah.
cheesy 1930s movie.
Like the fucking damsel tied to railroad track meme. Yeah,
Because if this movie was any darker, she just would have been in a pile.
she would have died.
And
I mean, I guess that's another sort of callback to like Tim Drake's whole thing. If he
Yeah.
had the Jokers do that, because that's how he got by Joker and Harley. She was dressed
Just
as like the
strapped to a
damsel.
fucking like
No, she was dressed as the damsel, and he came in and saved her, and then
Yeah.
she fucking like mollywopped
yacked
him.
Yeah. Hit him with that big ass mallet.
Yep.
Crazy.
And then she
straight.
died because Batgirl couldn't bring her up by like the fucking fabric that somehow supported the weight for like a good 10 seconds.
seconds, yeah.
And only until it got to the edge did it start to tear. And then Harley died.
She didn't die. She's still alive.
Yep.
There she
Someone
is at
knocked
the end of
her
the
out.
movie.
Someone knocked her out.
And then the fucking Dee are just like, all right, cool it, Grandma
Yeah,
Harley.
Shut up, Nana Harley. I was like, that ain't Harley Quinn. What are you talking about? She died.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. She
Totally.
made 2 little clown grandchildren.
Well, I mean,
so that
we don't know
means
how
that
many children
somebody-
that she made.
That's right. So we got some unanswered family lineage.
The lineage, yeah,
It's
the family
more Tim
tree is
Drake.
the family tree is unsolved.
It's more
I
Tim
bet
Drake.
it's in a comic somewhere. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. We can blame it on Bruce.
it's always his fault, isn't it?
Bruce
No,
does some.
it's the other Robin. It's Dick.
What's he?
Don't fucking say that word in front of my son. Like what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
He gets
You've
one
been
mention.
talking about Dick Prince the half of the fucking episode.
Yeah, get out of here with that. Come on now.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's Dick Grayson. Because there's that one movie where he was like really down bad for Harley recently.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
That one's another bad one.
I have not seen it for reasons. I saw that scene.
Are you talking about like the Margot Robbie?
No, it's called Batman and Harley Quinn. It's animated. It's
Oh man,
kind of in a similar vein because it's new Batman adventures actually.
He goes like Nightwing's investigating Harley for something. And
Divorce court got Nightwing down horrendous.
Dude, Batman shows up because I haven't seen Dick in a minute. And he went to go investigate Harley, and she's not like as crazy anymore. And he walks in, and Dick Grayson's tied up to a bed, and she's in like lingerie. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Hey,
he walks in on them having a tickle fight, but but yes,
okay,
the strap
cool.
to the bed.
Ratings. No, I'm good.
And then later on, they're all in the Batmobile.
It has a Looney Tunes ending, but yeah, no, the Batmobile where she farts.
Yeah. Eric.
Okay.
Yeah,
Eric.
It's a solid.
No,
solid 7 bings out
Harley
of 10
Quinn
bongs.
rips a big fart, and Batman makes a stink face in the movie.
No.
And there's a Looney Tunes ending as well.
I don't know about that, but like she farts in the car. Dick Grayson's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Because she was talking about having tacos earlier.
Yeah.
And Batman's just like, "Nah, it's fine. This is discipline."
Yeah.
7 bings out of 10 bongs.
I give it 8. 8.5. Mark Hamill
Yeah.
and Kevin Conroy, always big ups.
Yeah.
That's always. There's no other Batman.
There really
combo.
isn't. No, I'll give this a nice flat 9.
9 out of 10.
Well, yeah, 1 point off for a stupid microchip, and maybe a vacuum sealing Joker suit. But besides that, I think overall this is like got to be one of the best ones. I mean,
I enjoyed it.
In a sea of
did
really
enjoy
good
this.
interpretations of this character. This one for me stands out because, like you said, this is from a very integral series. Batman Beyond, such a great product that's just sitting there, waiting to get rebooted and turned into crap. Turned into slop that they put on CW and just leave out to die.
let's
don't
not
worry
even
about it.
think
They're
about
They're
that.
gonna give Snyder. They're gonna give Snyder a try.
Oh no, they're not.
They're gonna give Snyder a try, and I'm gonna fucking cry. God fucking damn it.
No, at this point, it's gonna be James Gunn.
Yeah.
Oh, true. That's still gonna be horrible.
Oh, we didn't talk about the music at all, dude.
It's too late. The ratings are out, bro.
The music.
No, we'll do that in the post pod.
Or Nick, do you have something that you want to possibly plug that you are working on currently where you
That's
might
actually
talk about
probably
the
a better
music?
idea.
Well, it's still in progress, but I do have a little podcast. It's like a little podcast bun in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like
Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne.
oh god.
Just
Hopefully this one
bumping
doesn't
uglies.
get aborted or whatever happens.
Get into a crime fight, someone tickles your belly button too much, the baby goes boop, and it's done. Yeah, that's exactly how that fucking works.
Jesus. So myself and another person that's been on this podcast are working diligently. We got a little setup going, but I think hopefully by the end of the month, I think we'll have something cooked.
Solid.
Cool.
No name yet?
No,
Still working on it?
No, I kind of thought we were gonna spitball him when I came here, but he's not here with us.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So
Any that you're thinking of right now?
Well, no.
off the top?
Okay, we're not going to go ahead and spoil that. We're not going to brainstorm on the actual podcast. We got to end it.
yeah.
All right.
We're probably running long right now.
Oh, we are.
yeah.
we're at like 2 hours.
So before
Like to run long.
we sign off, I did not forget Dev Cameron. We would like to cordially invite you to come onto this podcast. This was actually a really fun episode. I think that you would enjoy watching Batman Beyond together. Let's go ahead and do that. Have your agent call me.
And then, he'll be the Bruce Wayne to your Barbara.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes. Okay. What the fuck are we watching next week?
Well, I was thinking of Black Klansman, but all this talk
Oh my
of
god.
all this talk of like dumb guy shit really got me to reconsider. And I'm thinking watching another movie that I've never seen before, Boondock Saints.
Oh, that's
All
a good
right.
movie.
Cool. Bye.